My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did? And
Good
die,
little Bran did.
having never stood up for yourselves? Or will
He
you
hands her
fight
a
like
frying
free men
pan.
and women?
She's about to fight the monsters with a pan.
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together.
They're all like snarling.
For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
I feel like Martha barely made that charisma check.
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll...
Hey, Blue. Blue says, what happened with the big cliffhanger fight from yesterday? We did the fight, and then the game crashed, and then I had to do it again. So it was so nice, we did it twice.
Show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
It was pretty cool. Clive finally got some.
Well,
You missed the
if it
cheeks.
was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade, but you'll be needed. Please, Leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too, then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
Martha. I just imagine her getting her frying pan out. Let's go! What fight was it? The fight against Odin when he splits the ocean in half. And we end up with Jill's ice powers.
The calm before the storm. And here it comes. I will not let this village fall.
Boom!
Get him!
That sent me in a weird direction. I wasn't expecting the fire charge thing to shoot me over there. Middle of the fight, just random pan clangs and bonks in the background. Yo, I think that would make it better. Stab, slash, chop, clang.
So that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in Eastpool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when Eastpool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
Must be hard to be Wade and, like, pretend to be able to pull the same weight as this guy who's literally, like, swinging god powers around. I mean, I could try to bring back some peasants and we could try to deal with the Curl. No, man, I got it. It's fine. Where is this thing?
Next one's mine. I might...
Is that it? Rekindling the flame?
Fly, Ambrosia.
Hang on a sec. I'm not confident I'm tracking the correct quest. No. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, that is it. Unable to track more quests. Well, stop tracking the others then. There. Always miss the good stuff. Well, Blue, you can always rewind if you need to see Clive's cheeks. Oh, hello.
There it is. With me, Tolkien. Go, Tolkien!
Oh, that hurt.
This one.
Got him. I'll watch how he goes up a Mukluk place. Thanks.
All right. Back to Eastpool.
You know, considering where this was, I'm surprised one of their scouts found this thing in the middle of fighting all these monsters.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do.
I see you enjoy the laser beam as well.
do.
I mean, it's perfect for
us,
when they're
Sir
staggered. It's a lot of stagger
You
damage.
and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
They'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't gonna rebuild itself.
This all started because I came here to deliver some
They're
seeds.
not slaves anymore.
no. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too. And I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'll be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right.
I mean,
I will.
you ended up coming here in the end, so you could have done the delivery.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together?
We fought a
Clearing
Morble.
the goblins from the Stillwind marshes.
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender.
And I thought, what would Clive do?
Every time, I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that what...
I don't think you should take Clive as an example of a good shield. Everyone he's ever said he was a shield for got messed up.
Whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true...
Clive is a grenade. You throw him toward your enemy, and it's going to do some damage over there. But I don't know about shield.
Shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
Return to Martha. Okay. Save, because the game's been fickle tonight.
The hero returns.
Mm-hmm.
It's lucky you came by when you did, eh?
I get that a
Not only
lot.
did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work.
Your Underground
Told me I was
Railroad
giving
sucks,
them
madam.
relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were.
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Nom 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 nom. Martha's Rest signboard displayed in Clive's chambers. Alright, that one's done. Okay, Phoenix, heal thyself. Alright, that's the thing for bro. Let's go get that one. Now I miss OG Sid. Do you mean OG Sid in this game or one of the other games? Because I've learned from chat while playing this that they apparently use the name Sid in many of their titles.
All right.
Shallow? No. Oh, what do we go over there?
Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our stone wart. Yote mentioned blood red petals.
I'm sure there's not going to be any monster. There's monsters.
Just my luck. Everything to lay on. There's only one thing for it.
Get him!
He's got a lot of health. This ain't gonna kill him. Not even by half. Okay. Flowers. Flowers with red petals.
Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. Right. That should do it.
Travel to
Let's
Yote.
get these back to you.
Okay. I think only FF1 doesn't have a Sid. That used to be true, but Pixar Master renamed a random NPC, so now there's a Sid in one as well. So many Sids.
Yote, I brought back all the stone and water I could find. Will this be enough?
Yes, my lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know.
No, I'm taller.
You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Right after I help her, she's like, don't help people so much. Like, do you want my help or not? Okay. Well, while we're here, let's grab another thing off the hunt board. Let's off the floaty thing. Let's see. Mageth Brothers. A lone rowing boat has been sighted making land off the coast of Port Isolde. Its occupants wearing the garb and speaking the language of Iron Kingdom Crusaders. One can only assume that they come to take their vengeance upon Sid the Outlaw for destroying that which they hold most dear. We advise against all travel in the area lest they think to kill or capture our members in retaliation. Quiet Sands Rosaria. Okay. Oh, I haven't opened this since we had to reload the game. Alright, we got Shiva. What are there any... What are the cooldowns on these? 15 seconds. Cooldown's like 12 seconds on this? 20 seconds. And there are really low cooldowns there. I wonder if any of them would be worth it. I do like firing spells more than I like swinging the sword, so considering changing to some stuff with lower cooldowns just so I can, you know, fire spells more often. I'll try her out. See how it feels. Okay. What was it? Quiet something Rosaria was the location, right? So that's Rosaria. Quiet Sands, right there. Alright, so here and then northeast. Honestly, just knowing I need to go northeast is not terribly helpful in this game because there's not a compass.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Yode has that childhood friend look in her eye that makes me sure that she and Joshua are not ending up together. I mean, she clearly cares for him deeply. I don't know if it's romantic or just like, God, I hope this guy that I respect stops trying to kill himself. think that's our target right there.